Hey, I hope your day's going great. So I've stacked a cord of wood. I think it was actually a little bit more than a cord of wood. It was a lot of wood. And I'm pretty happy about that because now on cold nights, what we'll do is on cold days and nights, we'll keep a fire burning all the time. But on days like today, it's getting 50 degrees outside. It's allowing me to get out there, and a lot of the snow, much of the snow is melting away. It's allowing me to get out here and clean away a lot of the stuff that's left over from our summer and fall garden. Most of our kale and arugula and lettuce is completely done. I'm gonna go ahead and restart these beds in the spring. I was gonna see if we could overwinter it, but man, we've had some cold nights down in the teens, and that really makes it difficult unless you have some kind of season extension like a hoop house or or a heated greenhouse. I made a huge mistake last year, and that was when I got my load of mushroom compost, I did not cover it. And kind of out of haste, not necessarily out of laziness, but I thought I was gonna use it all quickly and I didn't. And I was gonna use a lot of it in our front yard, and our front yard didn't end up being as much as I thought it was gonna be. So there was a lot of things that I could have done differently. The moment that anyone that's in the farming industry or anything like this claims that they know what they're doing 100% and they think they got it all figured out, trust me, they don't. It is a constant learning experience. I'm always gonna be learning. Every year our farm kind of transforms. I got laughed at the last few weeks again when I say that we have a farm, and people are like, well, how do you have a farm? You got 3/4 of an acre. And I try to urge them to come check it out, but it's one of those things. Doing this full time, this is the work from now until about June is going to be constant work. Starting seeds, all kinds of crazy. I mean, not just starting seeds. We gotta flip everything and get everything ready. This greenhouse has got to get built. In about a month and a half, I need to build an entire greenhouse, have everything prepped, all of my beds prepped, our front yard prepped, and have stuff planted, everything. I need to have all kinds of seed starts planted and ready to rock and roll. So I'm telling you, man, this is a full-time job, and I could not be happier. Oh my God, man. I cannot stress how happy I am. It's lonely because Janine and Arlo aren't here. I got the dogs. A lot of people don't talk about anxiety, and I'm gonna talk about it a little bit. While I was teaching, I did not realize the anxiety I was feeling about teaching. Every day I woke up, it got to be to the last 3 or 4 years that I was teaching. Every day I'd wake up and I'd be nauseous. I wouldn't really want to get up. In the shower sometimes, I would feel like I couldn't breathe. On the way to school, on the way to teaching, I would just have thoughts racing in my head. Did I do this? Did I do that? Did I perfect this lesson? What was I gonna teach? How was I gonna teach it? Were the students going to be understanding what I'm teaching? And it was a constant anxiety. And not that I didn't love it. I loved the teaching. It was kind of like a roller coaster, if you could imagine. And if you're a teacher out there, you know what I'm talking about. Every day you'd get there, you'd be so worried. I mean, God, I taught 18 years and I was still like this. Imagine if you're a brand new teacher. So I would go in and be kind of nervous and anxious, and every day was different, but it would be a constant roller coaster of, in the morning, I'd be nervous, anxious. As the day went, I'd start getting calmer and calmer and starting to feel more and more comfortable. And then finally, once the kids left, and I was like, man, yeah, I think they got it today. I think, they understood this, and I knew what I was gonna be doing the next day. It was a mini roller coaster every day of emotions and anxiety. And then also weekly. Monday, there was high anxiety. If the first day of the week was Monday, extremely high anxiety. I don't think many people realize it. And once again, if you're a teacher and you're watching this and listening, I don't think many people realize the stress and anxiety that teachers go through. And it's not just because of the job, it's because of that back of your mind constantly knowing that you have your entire class and their lives on the line. Not just their lives, but how much they learn. An entire year of instruction is huge to a child. And man, being in 4th and 5th grade, they are extremely pivotal. They are extremely pivotal years in education. You can make or break someone's learning career as a teacher in 4th and 5th grade. I mean, you can do that in any grade, but 4th and 5th grade is kind of like that separation between being taught the basic skills and then becoming independent as far as reading and a lot of math skills. So, man, I am just overwhelmed with happiness that me and Janine and Arlo were able to create Rootbound Farms and I'm able to do this full time now. Man, we are pinching it, man. Like, we are pinching. Money is tight. I'll be transparent. Money is tight. And if it wasn't for Janine having her part-time jobs, we wouldn't be able to do it. Rootbound Farms is not gonna pull in as much money as we need. Now, in the summer, yeah. But you gotta remember that, we don't make much money January through March. April through December, we're rocking and rolling, but January through March is kind of stagnant. We're making a little bit of money here and there from deliveries. But we're not doing those gigantic full weeks like we were from the farmer's market. So this is one of the things I love the most, is taking stuff down, because it represents a new beginning. It represents something else is going to be going up and getting built.